Wargamer 101 here, Bruce, with episode 6 of my video after action report for Gary Grigsby's War in the East. 60 turns have been played, and let me tell you, it's really interesting. First things first, we will go to the weather screen and show you that it's clear everywhere. So good fighting weather. It is January, February, March, April, May, June, July. It's August 13th, 1942. And progress is slow in some places, but it's very interesting in others. So up here on the finish front, nothing happening at all. So we'll just scroll down to right here. So we'll just do this north here. As you can see, I am at the outskirts of Leningrad, and I am pushing along the Volkhoi River. I have still got these two big, huge stacks that I just don't have enough firepower right now to get rid of. You can see it's a rifle corps, a rifle brigade, and a rifle corps. All two guards. They're all guards actually. So, and over here, these are all guards also. So it's going to take a little while for me to wear them down. I got to break through their fortifications first. And if you look at the fortification, you can see they're level 4, level 3, very high level forts. So takes a little bit to burn them down. And eventually, though, they will slowly run out of supply, hopefully. So, all right. Now the big question between episode 5 and episode 6, we've had 10 turns. At the end, at during the AAR for episode 5, I mentioned the Valdai Hills-Velikye Luki Salient. Well, here you go. We're scrolling down, and here's the salient right now. Now you can see where my units down here by Vitebsk were. They basically have been pulling back and squeaking out, or trying to squeak out through here. I now have up here 2nd Panzer Army trying to cut the base. Now, if we show who owns what territory, you can see that they've got the brown, and you can see that they went pretty far. They did a really good job. But we take away the units, and we can see that I basically have about 2 hexes I need to really cut to catch any of these guys. But they have big stacks here. Hopefully I can, next turn, break it down to like 1 hex wide. I'm pushing as hard as I can. Unfortunately, I did not really have any armor I could put on the south side of Lake Ilmen here to help push that way. So it's all having to come from the south. But you can see there's a good number of rifle corps in here and guard units. If I can catch 30 of them, 40 of them in here, I would be more than happy. So you get that. So we scroll over a little bit and we scroll down. Now, what made it possible for me to pull 2nd Panzer Army out of the line was the fact that I did a line shift. We'll scroll down here, and it's 6th Army Group basically cleaned up this section here north of Kiev, and they shifted along the line here so that 4th Army Group could shift. And you can see how far I've had to shift. All right. 3rd Panzer Army stayed right here, and I still do have some uh, of the Panzer 2nd Panzer Army here in this area. I need to pull it out, but it's helping hold the line. So as you can see, I'm still 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 miles from Moscow. So this has been a really thick attrition battle here between Rezev and basically Kaluga or Vyazma, right here in between these two rivers. So he's trying to get around behind me, but I'm basically killing it every time he gets in behind me, and I'm trying to push forward without exposing my flanks. All the time, also trying to clean up this huge salient at the same time. It has been a chore, to say the least. So we come down a little bit further here, and we have been pushing closer to Kaluga. And as you can see, we are getting a little bit closer to Orel, but he has been putting more troops in front of me. Now, what I have noticed is that he has these strong points, like right in here, of these huge stacks of units. But then there's points in his line, and when I go further south, you'll see it, that there's holes. So his attempt at doing this salient, and I would assume his idea was to take Vitebsk and then Smolensk and try to push on Vyazma and cut a huge portion of the Germans in a pocket. Not a bad idea, but he committed a lot of troops. A lot of troops. So, depending on how many I can catch behind the lines, I don't know. It's all up in the air. So, there's that. Okay, so we scroll down. Still have Bryansk. And this is where I'm showing you a little bit where the line is thin here north of, north and west of Orel. It's pretty thin. I just don't really have anything to take advantage of it. So I'm pushing forward as a general offensive motion just to kill things. I'm stretching out my line here. Finally, this the Army, 6th Army is pushing forward, and so is 17th Army. Now you can see I've tried some little encirclements. He's going to sweep out with a little bit, probably. I might encircle a couple of units there. It's not a big deal. As we, that's Poltava. We're getting close to Poltava, which is on the road to Kharkov. So, I mean, then of course we have the mess that is totally the south here. I don't know what to do about this. I'm trying to use what troops I have to do an encirclement, but I don't know if it's going to work. And he might just sweep out also. So who knows? We'll try. In the process, we're killing things. So I experimented with some Italian troops to come across here the river just to see what's there. Even those are too strong for the Italians, poor Italians. So And just to scroll over it, still dealing with partisans. You can see all the partisans. You just have to go around and clean them up. But um, I think if I can get this salient sealed off, I've got enough infantry that I'm going to put into Army Group, 18th Army and Army Group North to hold this line, and then I can withdraw my uh, my armor. And what I was thinking of maybe trying to do is either go up here to Kalinin or in Torzok. Maybe I don't know. I haven't decided yet. It's all very fluid right now. Um, I know that I need to have it in a way where I can use it better to exploit, other than just moving a hex or two and killing stacks of Russians. I need to have it be more what it's used for. And if I can put a some pressure on this north flank, maybe I might be able to lessen the pressure here in the middle and be a little bit more, you know, uh, be able to go further. Now, we are going to slowly start getting more troops, but if we go over here to info screens, I mean, we can see actually not a lot of troops now that I think about it. A heavy panzer battalion. We're going to get a mountain division. We're going to get another panzer division. That's good. All the while having things withdrawn. And, but then come, you know, October, I'm going to start getting these Luftwaffe field divisions. And I think I'm going to send them down here to help the Italians and the Romanians. Because I've got, if I scroll up here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 6 unassigned infantry divisions. And I've got another armored division, another panzer division here. I've got 2 more infantry divisions. That's 8. 9. That's 9. So about 9 infantry divisions that I should be able to add to, like I said, 18th Army. Some of them are going to have to come up here to hold this line. So about 2, 4, 6. 6 of those are probably going to have to come up here. So, and then I'm going to figure out how I'm going to do Leningrad. It's like a hard nut to crack, but I think killing all these units, I mean, I can sit here and count. I mean, there's 2 guards rifle corps there. There's 3 rifle corps there, so that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, or 15, 16, and any that I haven't been able to count, 16. There's like 20 corps in rifle corps in there, and that's nothing to sneeze at. 20 rifle corps, that can hold a substantial amount of line, and they're much better combat wise. So there's that. The key up here to Leningrad, though, is to cut this rail line right there and take these ports, and that will basically hurt the supply situation in Leningrad. Will it completely cut them off? I don't know. I don't know, because they'll probably still get they'll but still get stuff across the lake when it freezes. Nothing I can do about that. So eventually we're going to get mud again. So that's why I'm trying to cut this off as soon as possible. I figure I've got about 2 turns more maybe before to see if I can actually cut this. That's why I'm trying to push into here south of where I really want to cut it. I want to cut it along this river line, but I'm pushing this way too so the guys can't move as quickly around because I want to basically want to squeeze them off so they have, because you can only stack three counters in a hex. So if I can keep that tight, I can keep them from all escaping. That's always a good thing. So down here though, also, I really am trying to figure out a way to push towards Kharkov to maybe even begin to like make them feel pressure on the backside of the Dnieper River bend here. And you never know what's going to happen. So if we go to losses, and we look at the Soviet losses, almost 2.5 million men killed. The Germans have almost 800,000 killed. Just like I said before in these videos, staggers my mind. That just staggers me, and over 2.5 million disabled. That means they can't fight. So that gives you an idea of just how brutal the Russian front was. I mean, just totally just beyond, just like I said, it staggers the mind. Hopefully these destroyed unit totals will go up as if I can cut this. Like I said, it's all very dependent. I would love to cut this because I don't want to have those guys sweep out and then just filter down the line and make it even harder for me to move forward. So that is the status as of the start of turn 61. I'll be back on turn 71 to show any progress or retrograde activity because, still got to fight. This has been Wargamer 101, and I am Bruce. If you like this video after action reports, press the like button, press the subscribe button. Wow, that word was hard to say. Subscribe. Ooh. And I would appreciate it. Thank you. I do appreciate it. And I will see you on the flip side.